we will create the new folder here. I will call that new folder. I will call. I will rename. Okay, CSS. Perfect. So I will drag that folder into the VS Code, or I can open the VS Code first. Then I will drag and drop like this here. Perfect. So after that, you can see your folder, the left panel of VS Code, or you can move into the right panel of your VS Code. For now, I will move like this, right panel, so we got more space here. And for the extension, I would like to mention you when you go in here, help, and you type extension. So this one will be the extension I'm talking about. So under the view and the extension. Perfect. So you type prettier. So that prettier is a code formatter, which is really helpful. Let's say I will create the not here, sorry. I will create the here. So I will create new file called int.html. So you also create that, and here we will type HTML5. So that HTML5 is generated a code, just a generating a code. So you have to write the actual code inside the body tag. If you want to study more about HTML, I have created one of the lesson like from beginner to the advanced level. You should go and check in my channel. And if I like doing the body and HTML tag which are not aligned with the index of the opening HTML tag, so at this time you can format like this, so it will bring you back to the beautiful format code. And so that being said, let's go back to the extension here. So prettier, that prettier extension will help you for that. Another one is live server. So that live server is having you to run your website like index.html. When you click here, go live. So when you click here, it will be opening the website for you, like showing here, and then you don't need to refresh. That's really save a lot of your time. And another one I will use is called Lauren. So this Lauren will save a lot of our time as well. It will generate a fake data like this. You can press F1 or Control or Command or Shift P. So you have to press all together like this. In Mac, you have to select Command Shift P. Command Shift P. So let's do this, Command Shift P. So at this time you will see that right inside a line, something like this. So in here, let's say before we do the actual coding, I would like to do the side by side so you can see clearly the UI and the if you have, I open the browser. In your case, if you use the Chrome or Firefox or any other thing, you can open. Right now I will do like this. Perfect. So I did the side by side to see the UI here. So if I click, it will open the documents like with the let me check for you with the localhost. This is we call localhost IP 5500 index.html. If we delete index.html, it is working the same thing like this, right? So that being said, I will put like this, and then inside here I say h1 and hello world. So it will refresh and it will work for us. We don't need to refresh. That's for live server is doing. And let's say let's study about the CSS. So we have to study about the CSS Selector. We call Selector SELECTORS Selector. These are the very important. If you don't study about Selector, or if you don't know about selectors, you cannot write CSS, which is very important in CSS. There are 5 selectors in CSS. So I will explain here. CSS selectors are used to find or select the element, element of the HTML tag you want to style. So that's very simple. And we can divide the CSS selector into 5 categories. Number one is simple selector, right? So that is, we use a lot when you code with the HTML and CSS. We use symbol selector a lot, and we will study about the combinator selector also. So these select element based on a specific relationship between them. So we will study later on about that also. And number 3 is procedural class selector. So these select element based on a certain state, right? And the number 4 is procedural element selector. You don't need to and trying to be understand everything about I'm talking here. We will study step by step later on, right? So I'm giving you the idea of, like, there are 5 category selector in CSS. So another one is attribute selector. That attribute selector is select element mean here h1 or h2, right? This element based on a attribute or attribute value, like a attribute image or something, right? So that being said, we will study about symbol selector, ID and class. Okay, so I will delete all the comment here, and then I will write here I will say paragraph. So that paragraph we will insert using the lorem. So Control Shift P, and then you can type LOREM like that, and then you will get 3 options: insert a line, or insert a paragraph, or insert multiple paragraph. For now, I will insert a line. So that is a line for it. So it's refreshing here. And if I copy and duplicate, so it will be inserted a new line here. Perfect. So to write the CSS, like I said earlier in the introduction, you can write the CSS code inside the HTML, or you can write outside and link. So right now I will write inside. When we want to write a CSS, you can write in the between head tag, right? Head tag. You have to say style. Very straightforward. For the style, you have to say style. And then inside that style tag, you can, like I said, you can, there is a format we study about earlier, like selector. We need SELECTOR selector, and then we have to write open and close, then value, property, PROPERTY, value. So like that, right? So I will start writing that. So we have selector as a P because we use P tag in here. Then we have to start like this. Then we have to say property, like I will use color here. Color, I will say blue. So it will change the color blue to that P tag, right? So it is there too. That's why it's affected for 2 tag element. If I say we study symbol selector as a IT and the let me make a comment for you. ID SELECTOR ID selector, and we will have the class selector. So what is ID? ID, we can define the we can give the unique ID for the specific tag. Let's say I will give the ID equal Fuquito, and here you can define the like PARA1 paragraph 1, and ID, this will be para2. So this para1 and para2 have different ID, right? So if I want to call that para ID in the CSS, if you want to call the para ID selector, you have to use the hashtag hash sign. Then you have to say para1. So now the Chrome or any web browser know that, oh, you are calling that ID for that specific selector. Then you can define color, color will be ID red, let's say red. So now it will know that, as you see, it is working for that ID. It will not work for that P tag. And you can write the name, like this one will be name, class. So CSS class. If we define the class in the HTML tag, you can call that class using the dot para2, and then we can define the for the class, you have to start with the dot, right? So we'll say color, color will be, let's say here we have, okay, we have that one chocolate. chocolate. So this color affected to this class name, right? So if I say ID, it will not affect that. It will affect that to that, fall into that P. If I don't, it will fall into the normal HTML element tag, right? So that is pretty much about the CSS selector. So if you know CSS selector, we will go into the other CSS selector, combine data selector, and so on.